chills. My journey cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff that.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
My man, 20. Watch my board. I got it. He's coming. He's coming.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on second down, Flacco. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen.
Ready?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw again on second down, Flacco. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DJ Chark, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. First down, here's Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touch. Down, Minnesota. Dalvin. Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Flacco. And he's got Booker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Reigns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Following the interception, Cousins. Buying time to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. throwing, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Shark. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Greystone, travel. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 4, check 4. X3. 218, chopper.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. 50, plant. 55. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter makes that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, check. Under 10. 10.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
I smell fear in that offense. Watch out. Rush in. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 34. Mike, listen to me. Go ahead.
On play action, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 12 yards there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Hey, orbit. You don't want it. Check. Hey, one set.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
It's our field. Hey, it's all around. Hey,
Locke now on first down. Completes it to Coleman. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Locke, and that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Locke again. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, team 6.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch twins.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory. So they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Locke to throw. Open man right side is Shark. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, echo. He's coming. Check him. Rip left.
First down. Here's Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins here to throw. That is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Rock it.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Block now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Pilot, 64, weak.
One final try for Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.